Hey guys, this is Luneth-Arceus and this is my 11th Wi-Fi battle. It's against BrowLey from Serebii Forums. And so he requested a UU battle, but he led with an ambipom, and I figured that he probably just made a mistake and he was just going to go back online, so that wasn't really a problem. So yeah, I just go back online and wait for him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I was actually kind of surprised to see someone from Serebii wanting a UU battle, because they usually love to use OUs and stuff like that, and yeah, it was just pretty much a surprise really. And yeah, I know that BrowLey had a match with Chu, I think, recently, so I was pretty much looking forward to battling. So he led with a Hitmontop and I led with Claydol, and there's not really much that Hitmontop can do to me. So he starts off with a fake out and I see some life orb damage, that's why it did so much, and it's not really a problem really. So I think I just get some stealth rock set up. So yeah, he withdraws, goes to his aggron, and I just set up some stealth rock on him. So that was pretty vital because, you know, it pretty much weakened his walls for the rest of the match. So I switched out and I went to Steelix, and he set up some stealth rock of his own, and I didn't think that aggrons generally always set up stealth rock, because they're usually sub punches or, you know, something like that. So I just switch out to Sharpedo and I take some stealth rock damage, and he stayed in for some reason. I'm not sure why. He stayed in and took the serve, so I figured he was gonna try and revenge kill me, but he switches out to a Bellisum, and I know that they're specially orientated, so I know that Ice Beam isn't really gonna take it down. I don't want to get statused. So I switch out and go to Glucose, which is my stats absorber, but he sets up a sub, so he's a sub seeder. And I'm pretty much praying that he doesn't have Leech Seed, because that'll be a nuisance. But I know that you only get that if you go to some New York City convention or something like that, some event in New York City. So I just sludge bomb him and he sludge bombs me. Don't really do much. So he switches out to a Hypno and I sludge bomb. So I know Hypno sometimes carries Psychic, so I think I switch out here. Yeah, I think I switch out because I don't want to take a Psychic too early, because it would pretty much hurt. But he uses Wish, and I know that if I crunch him, I could possibly take him down. But he switches to hit him on top, and crunch does a fair amount. Plus I get defense drop, but the Wish pretty much makes it useless, because I don't know, if I crunched again, it probably wouldn't have taken him down. But he mark punches anyway, and I just switch to Claydol to take it nicely. So again, he withdraws, and I think I set up Reflect. No, I Rapid Spin and Stealth Rock away. So Absol, so in comes Absol, and Absol can't really do anything to Steelix. So, you know, unless he's got Rock Smash. Even after one Sword Dance, Rock Smash is not gonna put a dent in Steelix. But he Psycho Cuts and gets a crit, which is pretty irrelevant because it only took me down a third, if that. So I just roared him away to get rid of the stat boost and brought his him on top. But he fake outs again, and there's not really much I can really do to him with Claydol. So I figure he's pretty much just gonna try and take me down before I take him down. I think. Yeah, that's what he does here. He's just gonna try and hit me with his most powerful moves, but using close combat isn't gonna take me down, because he's just gonna get a defense drop and special defense drop. So Ice Beam can pretty much just take him down. So that was good. Got rid of his hit on top, which would have been a nuisance for my Sharpedo. So out comes Hypno again, and yeah, I can't really get a safe switch into Sharpedo because it might have Seismic Toss, and I think I tried to switch out here because I was at this stage for some reason I was fearing Shadow Ball, but he S-tosses, and that brings me down a lot because it does 100 damage each time, and I was 139 HP. And I'm gonna risk a crunch, but I know the life orb damage is gonna start stacking up. So I crunch his Absol, and he's got quite a lot of dark resistance, which is good, but not really that big a deal. So there's nothing really Absol can do to Steelix. I see his moveset now, there's nothing it can do to it. I figure he might have X's as well as his last move. So yeah, you know, I don't really use Absol that much anymore because unless it's mixed, it's pretty useless against steel types. It can be a decent late game sweeper, but it's not really that durable. So he switches out to his Lantern and he uses hidden power. I figure it's ground to counter other Lanterns and steel types. So I tried to sleep powder, but he switches out to Hypno, which was a great move because it has insomnia. And here I think there's like a little bit of a stall war. Yeah, he thunder waves and I get paralyzed. I can't be bothered to use aromatherapy because I know that it's not going to make a difference because he's just going to thunder wave again. So he wishes up and I use Sludge Bomb hoping for some poison hacks, and I do get it because I think that it has a 30% chance of poisoning the target. So it was pretty much a good risk to take. Plus it's the only thing I can really do to him. So I know that the toxic damage is just gonna stack up, so I'm not really bothered about him wishing up. And yeah, I think here I switch out to Steelix, I'm not sure. No, I switch out to Nidoking. It's a shiny Nidoking that I recently got from my clan shop. And he uses Wish again, and for some reason he stays in to take the Mega Horn. I don't know whether he thought he could live it. I knew he couldn't because I'm choice banded, but you know, he just stayed in. I'm not sure why. So he switches out to Lantern, and I know that HP Ground is coming, or Ice Beam. No, he predicted the switch into my Vileplume, so he used Ice Beam, and judging by how much it did, I'm pretty much sure it's spec'd because I can't see any lefties recovery. So I just let Vileplume stay in for Death Fodder really, and bring out Nidoking because I have Earthquake on this set as well. And again, he stays in. He told me afterwards that this is his first battle in underused play, so he's not really accustomed to movesets and stuff like that. So out comes Bellossom, and Earthquake is going to do basically nothing to it, so I pretty much have to switch. So I take a while to think about it, but at the end of the day I have to switch because he's just going to try and get some stats on me. So yeah, I switch out to Steelix because I know he's got Sludge Bomb and there's not really anything it can do to me. So yeah, Steelix, he misses with the with the Stun Spore, sorry, and it doesn't really matter because I don't really have anything left for Steelix to do to him. So here, he sets up a sub and I decide to explode. It doesn't really matter, but you know, I probably should have just exploded rather than Earthquake, definitely in fact, but it doesn't matter. I got rid of the sub and I can just finish up with Nidoking and Mega Horn. And that's exactly what I do. So Mega Horn takes him down and I win the match. So yeah. So good game, BrowLey. Yeah, you played well for your first match in UU, and you know, it was nice to see someone from Serebii asking for a UU match. And yeah, I love my UU team. My proper UU team has never lost, so if you want to challenge them, please feel free to do so. So anyway, rate, comment, and of course subscribe, guys. And this is Luneth-Arceus, and I'm out of here.